Qin Mu journeyed back, first arriving at disabled elderly village, only to find it inhabited by a legion of hen dragons. Their clucks were sharp, their eyes glinting with a ferocity as though they prepared to wage war against the millions of heavenly feather clansmen. With a swift and decisive strike, Qin Mu felled the fiercest among them. Once roasted, the remaining hen dragons bowed to their fate, no longer daring to act insolently. The village bore no sign of human presence. Apothecary had yet to return. Qin Mu left a carefully penned note directing all who arrived to Granny C's manor for the New Year celebrations, then pressed on with his travels. Upon reaching the imposing Secret Waters Pass, the army beheld the millions of people converging upon them. Tens of thousands of soldiers stood vigilant at the gates, never having witnessed such a sight. Ling Yushu approached and elucidated their intentions, after which the general at the city gate relented, opening the way. Provisioning so vast a multitude was a challenge. The Heavenly Feather clansmen, being strict vegetarians, consumed no meat or fish, surviving instead on fruits, honey, and flower rhizomes. Yet even such frugal fare proved insufficient for millions. Qin Mu inquired of Yu Zhaoqing regarding the fruits of the pill trees in Heavenly Feather World. These fruits were imbued with the essence of spirit pills, crystal clear, glistening, imbued with moisture, and capable of sustaining life with but a single bite, eliminating hunger and thirst. Lesser fruits could satisfy appetite, though lacking the same refinement. Pill trees. None exist in the Great Ruins or Eternal Peace Empire, she explained. Qin Mu questioned the effects, and Yu Zhaoqing detailed their benefits. Several attempts were made to replicate the pills, each met with her disapproving shake of the head. At last, Qin Mu produced a furnace of sky rain-hued pills, the culmination of immense effort. Upon tasting, Yu Zhaoqing praised, "The flavor has reached 50 to 60% of perfection." Relieved, Qin Mu imparted the recipe so Yu Zhaoqing could organize the Heavenly Feather clan's apothecaries to craft them. Sparing the clansmen from foraging wild fruits, he mused that such beings were suited only to the southern climes, leaving the matter of settlement to Emperor Yanfeng's judgment. A flying ship swiftly carried his memorial to the capital. Meanwhile, the dragon-rearing sovereign manifested in full glory, its colossal form bearing millions upon its back, a spectacle of unimaginable grandeur. Yan Jingjing clicked her tongue in awe, having never seen a life form of such magnitude within Sunwell. Upon reaching the southern reaches of Relax Prefecture, Qin Mu stationed the Heavenly Feather clansmen within nearby forests, then led the girls to Granny Sai's manor. Yu Zhaoqing accompanied them, awaiting Emperor Yanfeng's decree. Visitors to the manor were awestruck. The grounds shimmered like a mortal paradise, spirit qi thick as droplets of water, the air vibrant with life. Palace maids bustled endlessly, tidying and preparing, catching Ling Yushu's eye. "Jianqi, Qinqi, should you not serve the Empress Dowager?" Ling Yushu inquired. The two young maids, once Qin Mu's guardians against assassination, greeted her and Qin Mu with dimples of harmony, one on the left, one on the right. Jianqi replied, "With Empress Dowager present, we follow." Ling Yushu's astonishment deepened. "Empress Dowager here as well?" Exchanging troubled glances, the maids whispered of Playboy Yu's shocking revelation, the legendary women of the martial world converging, and Empress Dowager's valiant, yet ultimately futile attempts to restrain them. Ling Yushu turned to Qin Mu. "Is Playboy Yu of the village?" "He is Grandpa Apothecary, the Jade-Face Poison King," Qin Mu said, delighted. Cornered by all these women, he cannot flee. Yan Jingjing's gaze swept the manor, beholding a menagerie of strange beings, mermen of varied forms, tree and flower demons, each bustling with purpose, preparing for the new year. A sudden fragrance drew their attention. From the mist emerged a woman of such divine beauty she seemed woven from legend itself. The girls' hearts fluttered in awe and reverence. Si Yunshang stepped forward. "Aunt, you are here!" Granny Si chuckled. "Stay back from my Mu'er, Xiang." "Family we are. How could you side against him?" Si Yunshang retorted, darkening in displeasure. Granny Sai tossed her gently aside, proceeding to examine the assembled girls. "I raised Mu'er. I am closer to him. Shang, that vixen, you must be cautious." Hulinger leapt forth, affirming her vigilance over the young master. Granny Si raised her hand toward Qin Mu, only to scold, "Grown taller. Why not bow?" Qin Mu complied, and she caressed his head, tears glimmering. In a year or two away, you've already begun a family. Granny, it is Grandpa Blind's doing, Qinmu protested, introducing Yuxiu, Yan Jingjing, and Yu Zhaoqing. Granny C laughed, delighted by the gathering of maidens, bidding them sit. Yu Zhaoqing, chief of her clan and powerful cultivator, clarified, Senior sister, I am not His Highness's concubine. Granny Sai's fondness grew. Call me Granny. No need for formality. Si Yunxiang complied, calling her aunt, and was led into the palace. Qinmu sent aside to locate Cripple. He found blind, mute, deaf, butcher, and 2 village chiefs, one limbless, one holding Cripple, now legless. Qinmu rushed forward. Grandpa Cripple, this is... Tears streaked Cripple's face. Muir, your grandpa Cripple has fallen. Composing himself, Qinmu inquired of the others. Cripple recounted the return of the being who had stolen his divine legs. Mute had informed Old Ma, who now in Rulai form, remained in peril. Qinmu turned to the village chief. Who is this assailant? Before an answer came, Apothecary entered. While fleeing, Taoist Ling Jing warned me of a godlike being pursuing his life, seeking divine blood. I changed his divine blood to protect him. Taoist Ling Jing said the being was a village chief's level, calling himself God. The village chief's breath trembled. His name is An. Surname Xing. Arrogant. Logically, his age matches mine. Lifespan ends in 2 years. Apothecary's brow creased. Yet Taoist Ling Jing says he looks youthful. Will he find Old Ma? Alone in Mount Meru for New Year, he is in danger. Qinmu asked, Is Xing An truly so formidable, able to breach Great Thunderclap Monastery? Unknown now, village chief admitted. But if one devotes cultivation to a single body part to the god realm, they can rival false gods, fully cultivated, near divinity. He will seek Old Ma. Translator, Nine Tails. Editor, Dark Gem. Beyond Granny Sai, every soul in Disabled Elder Village bore a singular mastery, a unique essence that had been honed to the god realm. Their paths to the divine bridge had been shattered, and thus their ambition to ascend further was blocked. Yet, in this limitation, they had cultivated themselves to a perfection rivaling the gods of high heavens, untainted by the feigned might of a dragon-rearing sovereign. To reach God realm in a solitary discipline granted one the strength to contend with the mighty, but to attain it in all paths, would one not become a true deity? Xing-an, the formidable practitioner, pursued precisely this audacious design, not through solitary toil, but by appropriating the divine essence of others. Mortal energy was finite. Without mending the broken divine bridge, a lifespan was curtailed to merely 8 centuries. Diligence alone could elevate him in 2 realms. But by seizing the godly faculties of others, he might forge a body imbued with omnipotence. Though his stature equaled that of village chief, Xing An bore the visage of youth, betraying the horrors he had wrought beyond Cripple's legs and Blind's eyes. Many a god realm cultivator had fallen under his merciless hand. No one could divine the heights he had scaled. Blind's divine gaze and Cripple's formidable legs alone would place him atop the realm's practitioners. Yet he had plundered more, each acquisition amplifying his ascent. Even Old Ma's arms might not withstand his ambition, despite Rulai's strength. Butcher rose, a tempest in his eyes. I shall go find Old Ma. Yet village chief's voice rang out, calm yet commanding. Butcher, are your knives your greatest strength? Stopping mid-stride, Butcher shook his head. No, my heart is my true weapon. From within, rumbles rolled like the thunder of a divine storm, each beat reverberating across the battlefield. The very essence of Heaven Knife was not forged in steel, but in the cadence of his heart. A divine heart whose pulse unleashed chi and blood that infused every edge, every strike. Qinmu, Cinnabar Heaven's eyes alight, beheld Butcher not as man, but as living blade. Each heartbeat surged through a lattice of blood vessels, animating the Heaven Knife with godlike force. Village chief's words cut through the air. He seeks your divine heart. Butcher's head shook. I do not fear him, village chief warned. Nor does he fear you. Alone, your path to Old Ma shall be barred. Mute. What of you? The quiet cultivator, still with his water pipe, exhaled and let the furnace on his back ignite, not through chi, but through the inferno within his body. His dantian flared as a miniature sun, a celestial furnace that could reshape the world. Village chief regarded Deaf with a shake of his head. Your painted mastery has reached its zenith, yet Xing An cannot claim it. Your art is safe. Deaf glanced at Apothecary. And you, healer, are beneath his notice. His power does not stretch to Celestia being. Apothecary's smirk revealed his self-assurance. At least I shall not starve amid the martial world, unlike a certain painter. Def's pride remained unshaken. A single painting of mine could purchase estates. Your cures may bankrupt you. Village chief's gaze sharpened. Xing'an requires apothecary to aid in transforming the stolen bodies. A shiver passed through the healer. Fear not, butcher, mute, apothecary, come with me. We march to Great Thunderclap Monastery, deaf, cripple, blind, remain. Xing'an's gaze is upon us, not you. Mu'er, remain and celebrate the new year. We shall partake in vegetarian rites at the monastery. Let us depart. Blind's calm voice carried conviction. Long Tuo seeks vengeance. The divine spear fell by his hand. Justice awaits. Village chief interjected. Your path is not yours alone. Cripple cannot suffice. Without his legs, his mobility fails. Remain. Apothecary gathered a basket for village chief. They departed with butcher and mute. Women gathered, seeking to accompany apothecary, but he begged mercy. I shall return within days. Fear not, I flee not. With their exit, only Cripple, Blind, Deaf, and Chinmu lingered. Cripple wailed anew. Mu'er runs fastest. Even I cannot chase. Chinmu soothed him, yet sorrow flooded anew as he beheld the emptiness beneath his waist. I once leapt with one leg. Now even that is denied. I can graft deer legs, Chinmu suggested. The mountains teem with such beasts. It is within my skill. Cripple scowled. Crooked legs. Kneeling after each step? I will not. Chinmu departed, leaving Deaf retreating to silence the clamor, Blind prepared to leave, yet Chinmu restrained him. Grandpa Blind, I have glimpsed the divine eyes of the founding emperor era, of Ziqing. Only imprints remain. Their activation eludes me. Blind's eyes sparked with intrigue. Your gaze harbors unstable energy. Let us investigate their pattern. Cripple whimpered. My legs. Blind waved it aside. Cripple's lamentations shall be moved elsewhere. By the lake beside the hall, mermaids arrived, offering fruits plucked from mountains. Old master, partake. A crimson fruit screamed as Chinmu lifted it. Do not eat me! He set it down. More fruits rolled in disarray, shrieking, bleeding. Blind shook his head. The god's blood awakened these fruits. All have become demons. A red fruit, arms sprouting, collapsed in death throes, and others wailed. Chinmu hastily returned them to the ground, their spirits seeking refuge on passing tree demons, sighs of relief following. A deer demon dared to bite, and fruit spirits cried havoc once more, clashing with the intruder. Chinmu watched astonished. Mermaids retrieved the plundered fruits and returned them to his and Blind's hands. Blind remarked, The mountain holds greater oddities. Fruits here are mild. Mu'er, awaken the imprints in your divine eyes. Chinmu obeyed, summoning the Pleiades sun star hoops, Yan Jingjing's instruction blazing within him. Stars erupted, sunlight fierce as the demons cowered to the earth, paralyzed. Blind's gaze measured him. Ziqing's art surpasses even mine. This execution reveals light alone. The rune's power sleeps, again. Chinmu obeyed, repetition igniting the spectacle. Blind smiled, memorizing the patterns. A pupil's skill, yet untapped power. Once my eyes remain, the path extends. I shall merge 9 heavens' eyes awakening with these runes. It shall take days. Upon mastery, I will teach you. Spend time with your wives. My journey to Xing'an is needless. Remain here unburdened. Chinmu's heart remained uneasy, thoughts of vengeance stirring. Ling Yushu's call resounded from afar. We ascend the mountain to gather fruits for the new year. Will you come? Go ahead, said Blind. Chinmu followed. Fruits above have become demons. They will bite. Hulinger assured him, Granny knows fruits still untouched. They are safe to eat, though mermaids misjudge them. Ascending, they beheld fleeing fruit trees. The fruits, sentient, pulled roots to escape, leaving onlookers in disbelief. Tiny grasses shrieked in anger. All fled before relentless pursuers, eventually discovering Granny C's orchard where untouched fruits lay. Chinmu tasted. Sweetness and fragrance filled his senses. Yan Jingjing, Ling Yuxiu, and Si Yunxiang filled baskets. Hulinger reclined, tails drooping with satisfaction. Such fragrant fruit! A voice stirred, a youth in white emerged, chest in hand. Chinmu offered fruit. From whence do you come? Where to? The youth praised the flavors. God's blood lingers within. Exquisite. I wander freely, seeking divine physician Qin's aid for my ailment. Chinmu's gaze sharpened. How shall I address you? The youth buried the fruit carefully, whispering, Xing'an.